Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I get to ride my first ever electric bike. Cue the intro. So, let me explain, just before we start part one of a day with Zero Motorcycles, exactly what's happened. So, I've been extremely lucky to be invited by Zero Motorcycles, the UK side, to their head office to ride their bikes for the day, where basically Zero look after me for the day and tell me all about their fantastic machines. So, what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to be cheeky on this part one. I'm going to ask them if I can take their bike off-road, see what they say, find out what's going on, and we'll see what happens, because like nearly most people, I've got petrol bikes and I've never even actually sat on an electric bike, let alone ridden it. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how I find it, what's it feel like, what the bike's like, and of course in a true 11 out of 10 helmet head style. So I hope you enjoy part one of a day with Zero Motorcycles. Okay, so first ever go on an electric bike, and having no clutch and gears at the moment feels like alien to me, but I'm dead excited. Having a day with the boys from Zero. So they've just gone through a demonstration of how it works. I'll flip through that in a bit, but so far it's just silky smooth. Now I'm used to electric cars, so I know that the no engine, and I quite like that, because I quite like it quiet. I'm not a big exhaust man, but yeah, silky smooth, silky smooth. So I've also asked for the more off-roady one. They've said I can take it and do a little bit of green laning a little bit later. So I found a field road, and we're right near to where I do a lot of riding, so I know where that is. So far this is cracking. And obviously this has got off-road tyres. He said it's no sort of motocross bike, it's more to go for a zing down those kind of roads. So yeah, that's quite cool. Oh, that's silky. Now obviously the only thing I want to do is just give it bees to see what this is like, because never riding an electric bike, I just want that instant feeling of like boom. But we've got to take it easy. What we're doing in the beginning is we're just going for around a 10-mile ride up the road to get used to them being guided at a sort of quite a slow pace. The bike's in eco mode, so it's got things like regen. What regen does, it puts power in the battery. Like always with my reviews, I'm not going to go into massive specs and explain how all that works. You can see that on all those boring ones, but this pretty much will regen. So I let off the throttle, it's putting power back into the battery. That's pretty awesome. This one, it says it's about 100 miles of range. They've all got between about 80 to 100. The last person that rode it's got 43. So if you're doing like field riding in the city, you'll get that 80 to 100. And to be honest, a lot of it, if you're going out for a spin or you're going to use a bike like this for a bit of green laning or a bit of fun, then that's all that you need. But it feels quite silky smooth. It really does. And it just wants me to give it beans, because I know it wants to put a smile on my face straight away. Now this is quite tall, so I'm slightly on my tiptoes on this version, because again it's the more off-roady funny version, but beans. I like it already, but don't judge it yet. I'll give it a little bit more time. But yeah, that's impressive. So once we get down the road, there's a car park which has been led, and then we're all going to decide what we want to do. And of course, in true helmet head 11 out of 10 style, I want to go off by myself and capture some cool footage on this. And knowing I can now take this down the field roads, awesome time for dronage. But so far, I'm quite impressed. And I know loads of people go, oh, it's not a proper motorbike bike, but come on, it looks like it, it feels like it. You just don't have a clutch and gears, because it's a twist and go at the end of the day. It's easy riding. What's really sad, because my car's an automatic, for that reason I get bored of changing gears in it. Now I get you want that grunt to be able to flip through the gears, but this is grunt all the way through. Like just boom and you're gone. Oh, this is the Zero FX. Now this is a 2 licensed bike, so you know you can jump on this if you pass your test quite quickly and you can go off and ride it. I have no idea what the insurance is because I don't really care because I'm not insuring it. But yeah, oh, I like that. I really, really like that. So what I'm going to do as we're cruising along, I'm going to switch to it next when I can get out and about by myself. But saying that, there's a few cool bends coming up, but I might say them later. My plan for today is to start with this one and work my way up to the big boy. But this feels like a big bike. This does not feel like a little bike at all. Oh yeah, I like it. I really like it so far. But I keep going to change gear. It's when you start saying, bad Dobby, bad Dobby. Whoa. It's got plenty of poke. Plenty of poke. Now, when I got on it as well, what I want to say is it doesn't feel massively heavy. And you kind of expect this to feel quite heavy. And it doesn't. It just feels nice. So they've got the weight just right. I expect it's going to go, and this is going to feel like a massive, big 1000 odd cc having a big lump of a battery inside it. But it doesn't. Oh, power again! Now this is on eco mode. What the heck is sports mode going to be like? Oh, 0. 0, 0. No, I can't like a bike that much. I'm getting on it. I'm not allowed. I've got my next bike in my head already. What I want to buy to add to the collection, and it wasn't an electric. But this is a lot of fun. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, so I've left the guys now from 0. They gave us a little bit of a guided tour to get used to it. It's been in eco mode the whole time. But it's pretty much said, go and do whatever you want. You want to do a field road, go and do a field road. Do as much as you like. Be back. Lunch will be at 12. But you can be late if you want to be late. And if you want to get on another bike this afternoon, you can. So, bike one of the day, right, is this. I've already talked about it, but it is the 0 FX. And what I've got to say is, it's pretty cool. So it is a rubbish October, sort of cold, wet, windy kind of day. But this bike, basically, the FX, the guy explained it, it looks like a motocross bike to me. It really does look like a motocross bike. But the thing is, he said it's more sort of trials, it's one of those kind of things you can jump on and shoot down some green lanes, do a bit of off-road and jump back on again. Now initially what I say is, like I said right at the beginning, it's silky smooth, the suspension feels really good, and it feels like a really light bike. That did massively surprise me. Now if you look down here, you've basically got the battery down here, up here, and then you've basically got the motor down here, and then it's belt driven to the back. Now the thing about electric, it's just instant torque. There's no gear change, there's no flipping through, it's just power and go. So it's proper exciting. So like always, I want to save all the fun part for the montage at the end, but let's give it a rip. Let's get it onto a nice straight. Let's get it out of eco mode and see what it's like. Now this is the smaller battery, it's the 7.2, so it's not, you know, the range is a little bit less than probably the bigger ones. But we'll have a look at the range. Literally I've ridden probably 10-15 miles maximum up the road to Uppingham, and now I'm let loose. So I've got enough range to get some awesome footage. But we'll ride it, we'll check out the experience, we'll kind of review it in a helmet head style. But what's the most important thing is it a really fun bike? And is it a bike you'd go, actually, I'd buy that? Because that's the question we all want to know, isn't it? Loads of people know about range, and the range is not going to be 200-300 miles. They're not there yet. But the range is adequate for you to jump on it and go for a blast. Now, like I said, this is more green laney style bike, so you could probably do 100 miles doing green laning because you take it easy. But like I said, let's give it some beans, let's see what it rides like, and then let's have some serious fun on this bike. And at the end of it, we'll decide, is it one to buy or is it one to go? They're just not there yet. But so far, it's proper impressive. Okay, let's switch it on, see what the range says we've got. Right, we've got 79% of range. Like I said, it's not like the petrol, is it? You don't look at the miles, you look at the range. 79% of range to have a lot of fun with. So you just click this on. Once you've done that, the bike is live. You literally press that button like the kill switch on a normal bike. You put it on and the bike is live and it's ready to go. Now, I think, obviously everyone's used to that sound of an engine. and this has got that electric woo. But to me, it feels like Tron. I am now riding a Tron bike. That's how it feels. And it instantly goes, oh, I like that. Puts a smile on my face. Anyway, shall we see what this bad boy's like? We're going to leave it in eco. We're going to shoot around these bends, and then we're going to whack it into sport and gun it. Here we go. So like the instant power there, look. It's just boom. It's go, 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 go. Now it's a windy day. It's not the best conditions. But look, it just, and it handles well. So let's talk about a couple of things about it. Now, riding position for me, the bars feel a little bit high, but I really like that in some ways because it gives me that room to move around. It's dead comfortable. Yeah, like I said, this is more of the taller one out of the ones that I've seen at Zero. So I'm slightly on my tiptoes. Because it feels so light though, it doesn't bother me, where normally a bike like this, I'd probably go, I don't like being on my tiptoes, but it's fine. It does the job just great. Now, handling itself here, would you know you're on an electric bike other than the sound of the engine? No. I mean, it just zips around these bends. To be honest, it makes you want to go really, really quick. Oh, yes. So, yeah, it's really impressive. We'll pop this down. So, like I said, massively windy day. So, silky smooth on the suspension. Now, one of my bugbears with my monkey bike is the rear suspension, but this is just... I mean, you know, you do get the little bump, but this is more trials. But this feels so good, so comfy as well. What's surprising, because the seat looks like a trials bike seat. It looks like it's not going to be. So overall comfort, positioning, the suspension feels good. The ride feels smooth, well, silky smooth, almost like you've just perfectly tuned your engine. Now I would have looked at this, on all honesty, at this model and gone, nah, it just looks like a, you know, like an off-roader that just doesn't do it for me. I want a big adventure bike. But put some panniers on this, and potentially you've got that big adventure bike, but with all the fun. Now the guys at Zero said to me that this is equivalent to a 300cc bike. So when I whack in sports mode and open it up, I'm expecting a 300cc bike pull away. You know, and that's still got a little bit of beans, but not massive. But even in eco mode, it feels quick for a 300. But again, it's instant torque, no gear change, smooth all the way through. Oh, power, eco mode, look, that's eco mode. Perfect. To be honest, eco mode is probably about the right amount of power for me. And obviously, again, like I've mentioned before, it's regenning as you're going down these hills as well. When you let off the throttle, puts that little bit of power back into the battery. Make sure you go that first. If you live on a big hill, you charge it on the way down. Got the hill use on the way up. That's basically the theory. But yeah, as you're coming up to bends, what you do is you don't massively brake, you see, because of the regen. I wouldn't say it's got as much engine braking as you'd expect on like an engine wise, because obviously it's electric, but it's not got that feel of engine braking. It's still a very smooth feel, but you can feel it slightly pulling the bike back. That's quite nice. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim to take this to the field road you see in a lot of my blogs, because I know it's easy and I can send the drone up, and it's not far from where Zero's head office is. Oh yes. Whoa. Now what they've said to me is be careful of a bit of a kick when you're in sports mode. Like I said, it's starting to dry out the road now, so we should be all good. This is that, like I said, these aren't road tyres as such, they're the part. I don't know what they are exactly, but I'm guessing they're more like probably 60 off, 40 on, something like that. But who knows, I don't know. Just pretend I know what I'm doing, as always. More power. So I'm going to put the things like the price and stuff like that up on the screen itself, because I'm not a spec man, I never have been, until I'm actually going to buy it, and then I'll be looking and weighing up the prices. I'll put it for anyone that's interested. Now this is like a typical like back road, B road that you'd go down, and it is so bumpy. I can't, on my bike I'll be like blah, 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 blah. It's like, again, it's just, it soaks up. This FX soaks up so well. And I still feel like we've jumped 20 years in the future, because all I hear is this whoa, and I think it's really cool. Like, I really like it. It's got that whoa. I mean, listen. Oh, beans. Well, I'm putting sports mode just for a sec. I know. Can I custom sports? Whoa! Jesus, that's quick. Oh, and that was me winding it really slow. All right, A road and give it some proper beans. Oh, back into eco, man. Yes. Okay, we're going to stick it in sport and we're going to crank that open in a minute and we're going to see how well that we does. But look, this is muddy, this is rubbish. You'd generally be sitting there at this minute going, do you know what, this looks a bit ropey. A tractor came the other way earlier. I've gone up and down this road a couple of times trying to get some shots. And you can see the big chunks of mud in the road. I'm not bothered on this. I'm really not bothered on this. It's like the monkey bike. Because it feels so light, my confidence is there. I'm not worried. It's a nice feeling. Okay, we're going to go back on the main road. We're going to bomb along. We're going to try the sports mode. And then to finish it off, we're going to do some off-roading. And then we're going to do a montage of this bike. Yeah, man, this is going to be good. Right, let's get the big straight and let's just gun it. Beans! Eco, just right. Just that right amount of power for me. What? Again, driving an electric car. Well, cars are really different to bikes, I know that. But that, I don't like Eco. It's too slow. It's not responsive. But this bike's just right. They've done it. They've got it right. Way, look. Eco mode. Okay, a quick chat about the dial. Now the dial to me is just nice and simple and easy. You've got your battery, you've got a clock that I think's actually got the wrong time on it. And then you've got your miles per hour, your speed, your trip, and which mode you're in as well. And it's got an output and regen on it as well, so you know how much power that you're using. It does a good job. Everything you need to know on there is there. Obviously it's got no disco lights, or it's not got no funky rev can going woo 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 all over it, and it's not multicoloured. But this is what you need. And all I'm really bothered about when I get on a bike is I don't mess around too much with the settings. There is a thing with custom, zero do. You download the app, you customise how you want the bike to ride. And I'd probably do that if I had it. I'd probably have a mode in there that's just insane mode, or at least with a load of regen. But Eco for me feels like everyday riding. Sports mode feels like when I want to be a bit naughty. Now I want to back off a little bit in those cars because I want to see what this bad boy's going to do. I really, really do. And I want to do it from standing to oomph. And I'm not going to time it because reality is I don't time myself when I do anything else. I just want to feel the woof power and see if it feels like a 300cc bike or if it's a 300cc bike on serious steroids. We'll find out. Right, okay, this road as far as I'm aware is pretty straight and quick. So there's nothing behind me at the minute. I'm going to slip this into sports mode. And we're in sports mode. And we'll see if this really feels like a 300 or not. I'm going to pull off a little bit easy. It's what we call lethal season and it's still a wet road. But I'm going to give it the beans. Are you ready? I'm a bit nervous because I know I've got a feeling this is going to be quick. Let's go. Whoa! Okay, that's quick. That's 60 already. Jesus! Whoa! 74, the helmet feels like it's pulling off! Jeez, man! Wow. 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 Okay. I gotta say, I've never been on a 300 that can do that. I gotta do it again. Go! Woo! Yes! Oh, I've got to back off. Otherwise I'll be riding illegally. Oh my gosh. I've got to do it again. Sports mode from pull off. Beans. Whoa! Here we go! That's 60. Oh my gosh. This is a beast. Oh wow. Oh wow, oh wow. That's a lot of fun. It's completely different to riding a it is not really, it's different to riding a normal motorbike because it's like, it is just sheer oomph and go. But it's not, it feels like a bike, it is a motorbike. It's just a new sort of motorbike that just, poof. Oh, and this is the small one. They've got a big one for me to ride. So we're going to see what this is like as a green laner. Something you can pop down the fields in. Let's just the camera up for me a bit, shall we? So you can see me. So this is it. Very leafy, very muddy, going to be rubbish. Now I can't imagine many main brands like Honda and Yamaha are going to be quite happy for me just to jump on their bike and take it down. Well, I could be massively wrong, they'd probably love it. Oh man, that is proper, look, it's trenchy mud. Keep going now. Here we go. Oh, this feels so good on here. Oh. Okay, so for green laning, it fills you with confidence, like, seriously does. I mean, we're pooling along here at 21 miles an hour. I mean, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, you feel it. I feel like I'm wobbling around a bit. But that's just awesome. Wow. Okay. Pulling in at pier. Getting the drone out. That handles that, look. I mean, that is effortless. That's not like that's even a struggle. Do you know what I mean? That's not... I'm not worried about this. And it just brings you there with no engine noise, just perfecto. Well, there you go. There is the Zero FX. What an incredible bike. I mean, on road, it feels really powerful. It's smooth. It's good. It soaks up every bump. That's basically like a green laning, perfect electric bike. It zooms along the country lanes. It handles it with absolute ease and style, and it's a pleasure, and it builds confidence. So, you know, I'd love it literally as a bit of fun to go green laning and zipping around on. It just ticks all those boxes. It's just absolutely an incredible bike. So with all my videos, as always, I like to do a montage. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you the Zero FX.
But when your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheek? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as
Well, there you go. There is the Zero FX, and oh my days, what an awesome machine. It is literally, I would love to add that to my stable, to the garage. I'd like to put it in there because that kind of bike, for me, I'd probably go for the slightly bigger battery version. There's 2 different battery versions. I'd probably go for the big one for a little bit more range. But, I mean, it took me green laning, it handled it, it actually gave me confidence. And to a point where it's like, I was really impressed. And then even riding from A to B to get there, it kind of like knocked my socks off. It was so quick and so much fun to ride. So far, I'm like, wow, I really like this. And the thing is, they've now got some bigger ones for me to ride. And if that's quick and nuts like that, what are the big ones going to be like? But that's coming up in part 2. So what I want to turn around and say is, as always, a massive thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel. If you haven't at this point, you've made it all the way through this video, please click on that subscribe button, click on the bell button, and you'll know when my next video comes out and you'll get to see part 2. If you're interested in the Helmet Head merchandise, if you want to look cool in a Helmet Head t-shirt or have that mug that makes everything taste 1 zillion times better, not proven or guaranteed, there is a link to the shop. And of course, the patrons, you guys are absolutely fantastic. These are the guys that get to see all of these videos first. They sign up to Patreon, we have direct messages, they get to see the photos and things as well first. And these are the guys that send me their hard-earned money every single month to help fund this channel. So thanks guys, and if you're interested in becoming a patron, people like Coppo, Steve Bolter, all the people in there, Hornet CB 2000 and all the rest of them, please just do us a big favour, click on that link, sign up. It's anything from £1 up to all sorts of tiers, to all sorts of stuff where you get free mugs and free t-shirts, and it really does support this channel and I really appreciate it. There's also now where you can on YouTube join the thing, and I've created a little thing called the tip jar, and that basically means that you can just put like I think it works out being a couple of quid, and that's a monthly thing and you can stop that anytime. That's basically like just giving us a tip, buying us a coffee, saying I really enjoyed this video. So take a look at the actual YouTube join button, see what the options are there, and if you're interested, please click, because again, all the financial support that I get really help me produce the amount of videos and keep buying this awesome kit to make all this stuff happen. So thank you as always. And of course, finally but not last, all I want to turn around and say is the most important thing in life is eat pies, ride motorcycles, be happy. See you in part 2. Bye bye for now.